Welcome to Illo Talk. I'm Cory Kerr, and this is Sticker Stint Day 24, or Stickers 24 and 25 of 30. And so I have finished 24 and 25, and you should be seeing those on the screen right now. Here are two stickers. I'll let you watch one at a time rather than double up. I'm curious in the comments if it bugs you to see time lapse of two different things being drawn at the same time, or if you'd rather have one after the other. I don't know. Anyway, let me know. But today I've been thinking about something, and so I find people's excuses not to do the things that they claim to love super interesting. And so when people say things like, oh, I wish I had the time to do whatever, right? And they're usually talking about it's usually because they're seeing me do a sticker stint or whatever, right? And I've seen Kevin Cross and Joshua Kimball talk about this, where when they mention that they spend all this extra time working on their side projects and the things that they want to create in their comics and everything else, that people start to give them their excuses on why they're not doing things. And it's like, I didn't ask. Anyway, but there's a subtle one that I find really, really interesting. And the subtle one is, I wonder if it's even self-delusional, because a lot of the people that I see doing this are actually, I don't know if they actually even believe it. Like, I don't think it's a smokescreen. I think they might have even deluded themselves. Anyway, and what it is it is self-congratulations as a justification for not working. It's self-congratulation as a justification for not working. And I find this fascinating. Here's what it looks like. What it looks like is that phrase that you hear in Texas sometimes of all hat and no cattle. It's where somebody walks around with a big, giant cowboy hat. It's like Turd Ferguson with his giant hat. It's funny because it's bigger than a normal hat. But they don't have any cattle. They're not actually, there's nothing to actually back up the way that they're presenting themselves. I used to call these guys pufferfish because they just blow themselves up to be bigger than they are. The interesting thing about it is it's kind of, and I don't think it's generational. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, all these millennials or whatever. And I hate the millennial hate. Like, quit bashing on generations. Like, every single generation has looked at the generation that has come up after them and talked about how lazy and indolent and stupid and undeserving and whatever. Like, we've seen that for generations and generations. I even wonder if that's been recorded anciently, because that would be super interesting. But anyway, along these lines, something that I found really interesting is I have seen young people typically, and sometimes groups of young people, bemoan the fact that they're not getting the work that they feel like they deserve, but they're not doing anything to show that they can do it. And so they'll blame poor clients, or they'll blame, whatever. And it's like, but at the same time, they talk about how awesome they are and how many good things they can make and all the amazingness and their creativity and their whatever. And I wonder sometimes, it's like, are you trying to convince yourself that that's true? Or are you convinced that that's true? Because I look at your portfolio, or I look at the body of work that you've created, or I look at the evidence that is available to back up this supposed professed amazingness that just exudes forth from your being as you wander around the earth, blessing people with your presence. And I don't see it. I don't see evidence of the incredibleness that you have. And so I think sometimes my self-deprecation, sometimes my hesitance to compliment my own work or say positive things about the things that I have been able to accomplish. I think sometimes that is due to a desire to not seem like a pufferfish, to not seem like all of those people out there that tell me that they're an amazing writer, and if somebody would just give them a chance, that they would write the best book. And it's like, just write it, man. What have you written lately? Recently, I've met with several people who tell me, because part of my job, I meet with students who want to do things. You know, they're looking for career opportunities and whatever, and they say, I want to do X. I say, awesome, that sounds great. Are you doing X every day right now? Oh, no. When's the last time you did X? Oh, it's been a couple of years. So why would somebody hire you to do X? And it's like it's the first time somebody has asked them that question, or it's the first time that it has occurred to them that you have to do the thing that you expect to get hired to do before somebody pays you to do it. Because otherwise, why would they pay you to do it? Why on earth would they pay you to do something that they have no evidence that you have the ability to do well? And so I think I've been trying to figure out like why this is. Why there is this phenomena of people who don't spend their free time making things. Why it is that they talk themselves up so much, and that they talk each other up so much, and they downplay the reality of the situation by blaming their clients as being bad clients, or their opportunity is not being there, or whatever. Why is it that is happening? And I think one of the reasons that happens is because you have a situation where they need to come up with a reason, a justification for why they're not doing something. Because I think deep down they know that they need to do it. And I don't know if they are scared or if they are lazy, or if they just don't know how to start, or if it's just one of those generalized procrastination things where it's like they just haven't started yet, but they really want to, but they're just going to do it tomorrow, or they're just going to do it after they graduate, or they're just going to do it after this emergency ends, or that thing stops, or whatever current thing they think is stopping them from carving out time out of their schedule. There's something soothing about the justification of letting yourself know that if your situation was different, you would be making incredible things because, of course, you are incredible. Even though you have never made incredible things, you could if your situation was different. And I wonder if it's just a salve, if it's just a balm, if it's just a Band-Aid, if it's just something to ease the pain of not creating when you think that you should. I don't know. But I've really been thinking a lot about Joshua Kimball's shirt that he designed a little while ago that I still have yet to buy. And I can't remember exactly what it says, but it's something along the lines of shut up and make something or quit. And it's just like, yeah, just stop talking. Just do it. Just stop talking about it and do it. Quit telling me and show me. Quit saying how incredible you are and just quietly be incredible. And if you're not incredible, then just work really, really hard for a long period of time. Art is not a talent. It is not a gift. Art is the result of years of focused, dedicated, hard work and a series of failures that you learn from. That's what art is. It's not that you are born an artist or that you have some sort of muse come down and touch your hand, or that you are inspired somehow beyond some supernatural predilection to be something that you're not. It's that you decide to do something and you do that thing for a significant period of time and you focus on it and you analyze where your weaknesses are and you come up with strategies to overcome them and improve them. That's what it is. It's not you talking and telling everybody how amazing you are. It's just saying, yeah, I make some stuff. And then let the stuff that you make speak for itself. Anyway, I say all that while you guys look at me draw something really fast and poorly. These two that I finished today are kind of sloppy, somewhat intentionally, but also I'm trying to finish one or two of these a day so that I can hit 30. And so I look at them and I'm like, I hope people don't look too close. It's like my dad, who's an incredible woodworker, but every time he gives something to somebody, he says, yeah. They say, oh, this is amazing. Thanks, Brian. This is great. And he says, yeah, just don't put a level to it. You know, just don't stick a plumb on it and you'll be fine. You know, it's like, looks great, you know. But at the same time, like, the craftsman who makes it knows the flaws. And I see a lot of the sloppiness, especially in the highlights and the shadows on these. But they're fun. They're fun anyway. So there's two more stickers for you. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you think I'm right? Do you think people are consciously or subconsciously trying to ease the pain of not creating because they know they should create by using this giant smoke screen of skill that they profess to have, that they would do if they were given the opportunity? Do you think that's why they do it? And if not, I'm curious, why do we do that? Do you do it? I know I've done it. I don't think I do it much anymore. I think that was when I was much, much younger. But I see it a lot. So I'm just curious what you guys think. What do you guys think makes that happen? Anyway, you can check out my stuff at corykerr.com. And you can follow along with the Sticker Stint on Instagram and Twitter. And if I posted two today within a couple minutes of each other, and I am getting a lot less response. I don't know if Instagram is punishing me for posting too often or fewer people are seeing it or whatever. I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyway, but yeah, you can always go to corykerr.com/stickerstint as well. And yeah, so I'll talk about some other things tomorrow, but life is good, guys. Life is good.